This is where I say good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Cool, Petey, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. Welcome to Good Morning Grenada for today. It's Monday. Yeah, it's already the 16th day of March. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is a good day to have a good day in a good way. I hope you had a great weekend. You rested. You got all that you had to, get done. You got them done. You got some rest, and you're revitalized for yet another work week. In most cases, most folks work Monday to Friday. There are those who work every day of the week, but hope you're rested. Glorious and gracious God, as we begin this fresh week, we humbly seek your presence and guidance. Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established. That's coming from Proverbs 16 and verse 3. Lord, we commit this week to you, trusting that with your support, our plans will flourish. Grant us the wisdom to make meaningful choices, the endurance to face challenges, and the passion to pursue our goals. May our actions reflect your love, grace, and compassion. Be our strength in times of weakness and our comfort in moments of despair. We ask for a week filled with purpose, productivity, and blessings. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen, amen, and amen. Tone, good morning. All right, Monday blessings. So, set a watch, O Lord, before my mouth. Keep the door of my life. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer. Psalms 141 and 3. I pray that God our Father guide you and give you wisdom and knowledge every day, causing all things to work out for your good, and supply all your needs according to his glorious riches in Christ Jesus. Amen. Good morning. Good Monday morning, everybody. Hope you all have a great day. If you've got to leave us now, well, that's a pity, you know what I'm saying? Yep. Petlin, good morning to you. How are you doing this morning? Lauren Salim, good morning. Gratitude is a must. Yeah, good morning, good morning, good morning. I wish you all the best today, each and every one of you. Lauren, your day is a special day. Yulin Alexander, Jillian McIntyre, Michelle Bernard, Joan Brathwaite Batson, Monica Meros Williams, Destined to Win Overcomer. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Sylvina Charles, good morning to you. Yolan Swan, good morning. Hazel and Miller, good morning to you. Petlin, how you doing, girl? You and Jennifer Collimo. Push. Push, push, push. You know that's just what you got to do. Don't you ever, ever, ever think about giving up, Failure is not an option. As we head into the word of the day, that word today is excellence. Excellence. I'm certain it's not the first time you're hearing this word. Excellence. 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 It means very high quality. You can't escape if you're running. Excellence. Here's how we use that word in a sentence. We strive for excellence. We look for high quality in everything that we do. At least we're supposed to. I hope you are. No matter I didn't win the awards and so forth this year, but I strive for excellence. I try my best, I work and I continue to work on my craft to be better at what I'm doing. Yeah. Not perfect as yet, and I don't ever think I will be perfect, but I strive for excellence every day. Good morning, Jan and family, the entire family of the GBN. Good morning to you. Hope everybody's doing fine. Mr. Mike, Alexis, and the family, good morning to you, bro. Hope all is well. Brenda Batiste, good morning, my dearie. Hope you're doing fine. Haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing great, okay? Nice. So don't put your faith in mankind, or you might get left behind. Always remember, it is a good day to have a good day in a good way. Yeah, all is well. Nice. Tomorrow, where he leads me, I will go. Because it is a good day to have a good day in a good way. Joan, good morning. That's Lauren's sister. Dane Henry, good morning. How are you doing, partners? Hope all is well, right? Rita Williams, Wendy Williams, good morning. Good morning. Wow, everybody's with us this morning. Amen. The motivational tip of the day is up next. It always seems impossible until it's done. Yeah. It always seems impossible until it is done. And to get it done, all you need to do is start, yeah? As a little boy growing up in the Pearl Church of God, I remember that song, it only takes a spark to get the fire going. All it takes is a start, yeah? And in the case of a fire, all you need is a spark. Don't sit down and wait. It will always be impossible until you do it. Yeah. The longest journey starts with the first step. Always remember that. So make that step. Expect to get some falls along the way, but eventually you'll learn to do it right. Bernadette Thomas Alexis, good morning to everyone. The Spice Isle, my beautiful country Grenada. Good morning. Sylvina, my weekend was restful. Yeah, good morning, Gigi, Giles, and Denzo. How are you doing? Inspector Leon McQueen, man. Keeping fit as always, even on my early trip down this morning. He was hitting the road already. Good morning to you and the family. Keep on going, keep on going. ZZ, good morning. AJ and NJ, good morning. Toya, good morning. Nice. What's buzzing this morning? All right, let's see what's happening. What's making the rounds? U.S. lifts Grenadian fish import ban. That's good news. Really good news. A St. Andrew man faces firearm charges. In the region, rare protests in Cuba amid worsening fuel crisis. Man, it's sad. It's really sad. Internationally, global trade routes through Syria and Jordan, right? So they're using Syria and Jordan instead of the regular routes because of the war, man. Come on, end this war. In Sports Paradise, FC dominate GFA Super Cup, and Grenada chess team lost to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, but they gave a good account of themselves. Kudos. Yeah, don't stop. Don't ever stop. Because sooner than later, you'd realize that I did it. But you've got to push. Always remember to push. Don't you dare. Don't you even think about giving up. Failure is not an option. Once you trust the man, Miss Claudette Wells, good morning to you and the family. Hope you're doing fine. Miss Maras out there in Salisbury Road, good morning. Judy Benoit and the family, good morning. Lydia Courtney Francis, good morning, good morning, good morning. You and the entire family, the girls are doing fine, right? And hubby. Yeah, that's how she calls him, hubby. Mr. Lennox and Miss Denise Parrott out there in Rivulet Lane, Grenville, good morning. Dwight, good morning. Give Nikki my regards. Miss Brenda Bowler and family. Nice. Scooby and the guys, Scooby, Billy, Fat Belly, Brain, all the guys at the Legacy Sports Bar, good morning, good morning, good morning. Nice. The The folks out there in Belial and Central, good morning. Orlando and your family, your mom and your dad, good morning. Folks, the AM edition of News, Sports and the Weather comes up right after these messages. Don't you go anywhere. When your friends...
In Grenada, sports aren't just a game, they're a way of life. They teach discipline, teamwork, and resilience. They inspire the next generation to push boundaries and chase excellence. That's why the Investment Migration Agency of Grenada is proud to support sports initiatives as part of our commitment to youth and national development. When we invest in sports programs, we invest in the future. We invest in the health and well-being of our youth, and we invest in broadening Grenada's reach, proudly connecting our athletes, our talent, and our nation to a global community. Together, we all go further. The Investment Migration Agency. Unlock the possibilities.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
When you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you run it, we'll be right there with you. Wherever you run.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is the morning edition of news for today, Monday, 16th March 2026. In the headlines, U.S. lifts Grenadian fish import ban. St. Andrew man faces firearm charges. In the region, rare protests in Cuba amid worsening fuel crisis. Internationally, global trade reroutes through Syria and Jordan. And in sports, Paradise FC dominate GFA Super Cup. The details to these and more after these messages.
You've arrived in paradise. You felt the rhythm. Now let's make sure you say it right.
My name is Florian. I'm from the beautiful Aida Perla cruise ship. So today, like we Germans say, we are in Grenada. But I heard in English it's called Grenada.
Say it right. Grenada.
Say it right.
Grenada.
That's right. Grenada. There we go. Say it right. It's Grenada. It's not Grenada. It's Grenada. Say it right.
The amendments to the existing Drug Abuse Prevention and Control Act shall allow for the decriminalization of cannabis in Grenada. It permits the possession of up to 56 grams of cannabis and 15 grams of resin for individuals aged 21 and older.
The amendment allows for the growth of up to 4 cannabis plants per household for medicinal, therapeutic, or horticultural purposes. The amendment provides legal framework for the Rastafari use and cultivation of cannabis as a sacrament in registered places of worship and at exempt events.
Amendments to the Drug Abuse Act also mandates the expungement of past criminal records and the immediate discontinuance of pending court cases for minor cannabis offences.
The amendment replaces criminal charges for those aged 18 to 20 with mandatory rehabilitation and counseling, ensuring no criminal record is created for young adults. Amendments to the Drug Abuse Act centers on the decriminalization of cannabis and not full legalization.
For more information, kindly contact the Cannabis Secretariat at cannabiscommission@gov.gd. The Cannabis Secretariat, guiding responsible cannabis use and awareness.
Good morning, everyone. With the details, I am Gordon Joseph, welcoming graphics and the team from Hot 98 FM. In the local news, Grenada has regained approval to export fish and fish products to the United States after introducing new regulations to protect marine mammals. A report from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration says Grenada now meets the requirements of the U.S. Marine Mammal Protection Act. The U.S. had imposed an import ban in January after determining Grenada lacked rules prohibiting the killing or injury of marine mammals during commercial fishing. U.S. officials say Grenada's fisheries management is now aligned with American standards, allowing fish exports to re-enter the U.S. market. Sheldon Abraham of Mount Horn, St. Andrew will make his first court appearance today at the Grenville Magistrates Court on charges of possession of a firearm components, and ammunition. The charges followed the execution of a search warrant at his home, where police reported finding a 9mm Taurus pistol, 2 magazines, and more than 1,100 rounds of ammunition of various calibers. He will make his first court appearance today at the Grenville Magistrates Court. The Spice Mass Corporation has unveiled the 7 delegates for the 2026 National Carnival Queen Pageant, one of the major events of Spice Mass 26. Representing the parishes are Nicola Thomas for St. Andrew, Akela Roberts for Carriacou and Petite Martinique, Kamaya Telesford for St. David, Salisha Noel for St. George, Zaheda Diali for St. John, Naomi Moore for St. Patrick, and Shaziah Thomas for St. Mark. The pageant is scheduled for Majestic Thursday, which is August 5th, when one delegate will be crowned National Carnival Queen 2026. Kudos, ladies. That's the local news. Stay with us. The regional and international developments, they are straight ahead, followed by the sports and the weather. Turning our attention now to news from the region. Cubans took to the streets in the city of Maron on Saturday to protest worsening economic conditions since the U.S. oil blockade. We have more in this France 24 report.
In a statement on Saturday, President Miguel Diaz-Canel urged people not to respond to hardships with violence.
It is understandable that the prolonged power cuts as a result of the U.S. energy blockade, cruelly intensified in recent months, cause distress in our community. What will never be understandable, justified or tolerated is the violence and vandalism that threaten public peace and the safety of our institutions. For vandalism and violence, there will be no impunity.
Since the U.S. capture of former Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, President Donald Trump has halted transfers of Venezuelan oil to Cuba and threatened economic penalties against any countries that supply oil to the island. Recently, Trump said Cuba would be next after the U.S. war with Iran concludes. Cuban authorities have confirmed talks with the U.S. are underway, but where exactly they will lead remains uncertain.
And now looking further afield, the ongoing war involving Iran is forcing shipping companies to find alternative paths for transporting goods. We have more in this Al Jazeera report.
Maritime routes that once carried trillions of dollars worth of valuable cargo are being replaced by land routes crossing Syria. While hundreds of freight trucks queued on the border, Syria and Jordan signed a landmark emergency deal on Thursday to operate the border crossings 24 hours a day, granting an exception to the back-to-back rule for trucks carrying goods of Syrian or Jordanian origin, allowing them to drive straight through to their destination, and letting Syrian freight trucks access the port of Aqaba. Since the Strait of Hormuz is effectively closed and the Red Sea is regarded as a combat zone, the Middle East's maritime arteries are disappearing. Cargo is now offloading at Saudi Arabia's southern Jeddah port and Jordan's Aqaba, moving overland through Jordan and into Syria. What was once a choke point is now a 24-hour corridor, lowering costs and accelerating the transport of goods to keep the supply chain moving. From here, shipments travel to Lebanon or continue through Turkey to Europe.
And that story concludes the regional and international segment of news. Stay with us. The sports is up next. Well, good morning, sporting fans. Paradise FC are the 2025-2026 GFA Super Cup champions after defeating Queen's Park Rangers FC 3-1 at Fawn Playing Field in St. Patrick on Saturday. Sadriel Lewis opened the scoring just after the break in the 46th minute. Queen's Park Rangers responded when Casey Batiste equalized in the 66th minute. Lewis restored Paradise's lead 2 minutes later before an own goal in the 70th minute sealed the 3-1 victory. Congratulations, Paradise FC. That's my home team. Yeah. Susan, good morning. Now, Grenada's upcoming chess team lost their just concluded tournament to their counterparts of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Now, although they lost the tournament, they gave an excellent account of themselves and has done us proud. Members of Team Grenada, as you would see on the screen, they held up their certificates of participation. Though defeated by St. Vincent and the Grenadines team members, they represented well, displayed great discipline and sportsmanship, and as usual, bonded well with the SVG counterparts. Now, they were like family. Kudos to Councillor Ferguson and his management team for the chess movement in Grenada. And that's the sports at this time. We'll have more sports during a luncheon sportscast and our primetime newscast. Stay with us. The weather forecast is straight ahead. folks, for the latest weather forecast, we now join forecaster Finba Frank at the forecast desk at the MBIA. Good morning, Finba.
Hey, good morning. It's a fair morning down here. The sun is out. The winds blowing from the east at 18 miles per hour. The pressure above the mean and rising at 1014.4 millibars. Present temperature 26.6. Orange 71%. Maximum temperature here within the last day got up to 29.8. Minimum temperature last night 23.4. Please note all temperatures at all times are in Celsius. In terms of rain here within the last day, we had a 1.5. Hence for the month so far, total goes up to 14.4 millimeters, but that's only for the airport. Now let's take a look at the forecast followed for the day and the nighttime. The weather expected to be partly cloudy and windy, with a low chance of a few brief nighttime showers. Maximum temperature for the day should get up to near 30 degrees. Winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 16 to 26 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Waves should be 7 to 10 feet, and swells pushing in from the northeast, hence seas will be moderate to rough. If you're going out at sea, that's more so for the east coast. If you're going off the east coast, please be careful. Again, keep in mind you could meet waves up to 10 feet, that's offshore. Tides are falling now, should be low just about 9 o'clock. High this afternoon just about 3 o'clock, and then high again during the night near 9:15. Sunset 6:17. Sunrise on Tuesday 6:13. Just to recap the forecast followed for the day and the nighttime, the weather expected to be partly cloudy and windy, with a low chance of a few brief nighttime showers. And if you're going out at sea, more so for off the east coast, please take note, you could meet waves 7 to 10 feet, hence seas will be moderate to rough. Be safe as always. That's from the Met Office. I'm from my friend.
Have a great day, Finba. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Folks, the weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick & Thompson Company Limited.
Get money where you are, bonus anywhere you are, send money over with Western Union.
This is Whoa, oh, oh, oh. This is Whoa. It's Western Union. Send to your friends and your family. With Western Union, we're moving money. No matter where you are, you will never fall.
Get money where you are, bonus anywhere you are, send money over.
Move it for better.
Western Union, moving money for better.
It's 2 minutes after 7 o'clock. To end the news, a recap of the headlines. U.S. lifts Grenadian fish import ban. A St. Andrew man faces firearm charges. In the region, rare protests in Cuba amid worsening fuel crisis. Internationally, global trade reroutes through Syria and Jordan. And in sports, Paradise FC dominate a GFA Super Cup, and the Grenada chess team return home proud. That's the morning edition of news for today, Monday, March 16th, 2026. On behalf of the entire news department, I am Gordon Joseph, thanking you for viewing and listening, wishing you a very productive day and a safe one at that. And reminding you tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, Intercall Grenada 2026 will be carried live here at the GBN. So you've got to stick. If you cannot go to the stadium, then you know you can join us right here for total coverage. Graphics and the team from Hot 98 FM, thank you for sharing your time with us. And that's the news. Have a good day now, everybody.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union introduces its new digital platform, managing your finances at any time from anywhere.
As a part-time student, balancing work and studies can be a real challenge. But with GCCU's digital app, these worries are no more. My parents can now remotely transfer funds to my account and I can check my balance at any time, giving me the freedom to achieve my goals.
My days can be long and tedious. With this app, I can ensure my loan is paid on time, transfer funds to someone else's account, and check my balances. I don't have to rush to do business during my lunch hour or after work anymore.
With this app, I can request checks to pay my suppliers, letters for my business transactions. I don't have to leave my farm to go stand in line.
The Grenville Credit Union digital platform. It's convenient and secure banking right at your fingertips. Download the app today from the Play Store or App Store or call 442-8602, 459-4325 or 416-8467 for further information.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Southern Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
A trip to Grenada from April 4th to the 6th, 2026. A decision you'll never regret. This isn't just any destination. It's where passion meets performance. Welcome to the 53rd Carifta Games, hosted at the iconic Kirani James Athletic Stadium in St. George's. Under the theme, Passion Drives Performance. The best of the Caribbean's junior athletes will compete in electrifying track and field competition. Organize now and be part of an experience like no other, where talent, passion, and perseverance come alive on the land of 100,000 Jab Jab. Feel the passion, celebrate the performance, and create memories that will last a lifetime in pure Grenada, the land of warmth, spirit, and unstoppable energy. Welcome to the 53rd Carifta Games.
Whenever happy to see me, nobody is strangers, one big family.
We're inviting all residents and the business community from Calavini, Westerhall, Hopevale, and all surrounding areas to join us for a town hall meeting at Westerhall Secondary School on Wednesday, the 18th of March. It begins at 6 p.m. We want to bring news to you about what's happening here at the site, what you can expect for the upcoming months, and we want to hear from the community as well about this very exciting project happening right here in your neighborhood. It will be blessed by the presence of our Honorable Prime Minister and the other ministers of our cabinet. We look forward to remarks from our Minister of Health as we focus on Project Polaris and the healthcare transformation for Grenada.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
There are lots of reasons to own your future now. Lots of dreams and lots of plans. Lots of ways to own your land. With ACB by your side. Lots of ways to own with pride. Lots of chances to make it yours. Lots of ways to open doors. Lots of space to build much more. Lots of reasons to own your future now. There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
Start building your tomorrow today with a LOTS loan from ACB Grenada Bank.
There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
LOTS, land ownership, tomorrow secured.
Terms and conditions apply.
The Ministry of Agriculture's investment of approximately $1 million in pineapple production is taking shape. The investment is set to significantly reduce Grenada's dependence on imported pineapples, as well as to lengthen the availability of the fruit throughout the year. Over 70,000 pineapple plantlets were introduced to local farmers from September 2025, with 48 large-scale farmers cultivating between 1,000 to 1,500 plantlets, while several small-scale farmers had the opportunity to plant quantities of 300 or 500 plantlets. The project also engaged farmers in 15,000 plantains and over 20,000 banana plantlets. 2 nurseries were also established at the Maribor and Grambras estate and 1 in Carriacou for the purpose of supplying planting material to farmers for the expansion of the project. Subsequent planting at different months of the year, in combination with artificial flower induction, will contribute to further extension of the availability of fresh fruit expected to hit the market by December of this year. The Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry, enhancing Grenada's food and nutrition security.
The countdown is on for Grenada.
All right, folks, it's now 11 minutes after 7 o'clock, and at this time, I join Sergeant Troy Paul from the Traffic Department of the RGPF for this morning's traffic report. Good morning, Sarge.
A pleasant morning to you and also to the listeners of this program. It is that time where we give persons a traffic update for this morning as it relates to what is happening on our nation's road. And this morning we know at this particular time most of the roads we do have a light to moderate flow of traffic in most of the areas in the triangle state of Grenada, Carriacou and Fiji Martinique, with the exception of a few places where we have a little heavier flow of traffic than normal, and those places are the Calavini area, that Calavini main road, traffic coming out from that area heading to the Toby Road and exiting onto the Woodlands Public Road, and most of that traffic heading onto the Grandlands direction with the remainder along the Springs area. In addition to that, we know that the St. Paul's Public Road do have a little bit of traffic heavier than normal, and we know that it is not that heavy as we would expect as most mornings. As we know what is happening this week, and the reason for that, we have the collegiate games this morning. We have also what we know as the intercall. Well, happening not this morning, this week, sorry. And we definitely know that we have some action happening at the Kieran James Athletic Stadium this week for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, with the heavier day being Thursday. So definitely we do have a traffic plan that will be in place for the games, and we ask persons that they follow through with the directions given by police officers as it relates to the games this week. More so, we want especially the drivers to comply with those directives. So we know what is happening, and we know the traffic plan will be in effect. What I want to appeal while we on that is that there will be no motor vehicle inspection for those 3 days at the National Stadium. Motor vehicle inspection will be at the Justy Highway for those 3 days, and most likely the Friday. However, we would continue to update persons as well as it relates to that information. We know that we're heading into the Easter, and Kaifta again is approaching. So persons, please be mindful of those information. We want to let persons know that as we head until the 8 o'clock hour. We know what happens as it relates to the traffic. So persons, if you have not left home as yet, we advise you do so to avoid the traffic rush. If despite we may not anticipate that it will be that heavy this morning, but still we want to let persons know that they ought to leave home a bit earlier to avoid whatever, if there is any rush. We do expect one cruise ship to be in our port today, so that means we're definitely going to see visitors on our islands, and we know what happens when visitors are on our islands. They definitely will be visiting most of our tourist hotspot areas, and they will be especially in our towns this morning. And most so, we want drivers to even drive cautiously along our nation's road. And we definitely know what happens around this time. So again, persons, we know most of our roadways are at this particular time, especially the town. We start seeing some build-up in traffic there as we dive right back into the traffic reporting. And most of the areas, even as the traffic coming from the western side, moderately flowing there, Grande Tang moderately flowing there, as we have reported in most of the areas from the area of view. So we're seeing here that most of our roads are free from any obstruction and accidents at this time. But as we know, things change as we get closer to the 8 o'clock hour. Persons, you know, if you're getting into and you observe that the road is a bit congested, and if you're heading to Grenada or any other way, we know that you have traffic diversions you can take to avoid coming to the town, where we know that you will definitely meet those congestions. So again, we want to appeal to the general public. Road safety is everybody's business. And as we dive right into what we call the accidents for the past 24 hours, and we had a total of 4 minor accidents reported. 4 minor accidents reported for the past 24 hours. The South St. George had 3 minor, and the Union 1, and that makes up the 4 for the past 24 hours. So again, we appeal to drivers to continue to drive safely and let the accident rate remain that minimal as we move forward for the year 2026. And as I've always stated, so that we can see at least a 10% reduction in reported accidents. That is all we have for persons this morning. We were supposed to get some footage, but we had some technical difficulties. But nonetheless, persons still had an idea of what is happening in and around the trial and state of Grenada. Thank you again for this morning, and we're going to ask the question that we're going to ask every morning. If you are texting or doing anything else, why are you supposed to be driving?
Then who is driving?
Who is driving?
Sergeant Paul, thank you very much for that report. We look forward to another engagement tomorrow morning.
Definitely.
Have a good one. Thank you. Folks, it's 17 minutes after 7 o'clock. We take a quick commercial break. When we get back, we start the conversation with Ariza Moments.
The countdown is on for Grenada's biggest track and field event, Intercall 2026. This Monday on Beyond the Headlines, we go behind the scenes with the people making it all happen. Hear from Carl Andel, President of the Grenada Association of Principals of Secondary Schools and Chair of the Grenada Secondary School Games. Samantha Antoine Purcell, Treasurer of the Grenada Association of Principals of Secondary Schools and the Grenada Secondary School Games Association. Jonel Mitchell, Director of the Games, and ASP Kenneth Bascom of the Royal Grenada Police Force. They reveal how planning, logistics, and security are shaping the battle for school supremacy. Don't miss this exclusive look at the work behind the games. Beyond the Headlines, Intercall 2026, this Monday at 8:30 p.m. only on GBN. Before the digital age, before the world moved at the speed of a click, there was a signal connecting a nation. In 1986, a journey in broadcasting began in Grenada, a journey that would grow into a trusted voice across the country. For 40 years, through radio and television, we've been there for the stories that shaped our nation, the news that mattered, the voices that informed us, the moments that brought us together. Your stories, your voices, your moments. The Grenada Broadcasting Network, 40 years strong. One nation, one network.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
Welcome, viewers and listeners. It's 21 minutes after 7 o'clock. It's Monday, and it's Josephine's Day.
You make me laugh with that.
How that sound?
It sounds good.
Yeah.
It sounds good.
Good morning.
I claim it. Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Good. How are you?
I am gooder.
Oh, you're gooder. Very well. Very well.
I am well.
Yes, we understand what you mean.
Let me justify that, because, you know, there are some folks that are so, you know, stuck with the real Queen's English. So
come on,
you know,
we understand that.
But how are you doing? How was your weekend?
Pretty good. The weekend was good.
Yeah, you went to church?
Good. I did not go to church.
Okay.
I did church online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I had some good reasons for not being able to go.
Okay, well, he'll understand.
So I took it in on. He understands already.
Yeah, he understands. All right, so Ariza is doing all that it does and even more. We've got some outreach going on.
We have a lot of outreach going on, and it's amazing how needed, how necessary these things are, because we are preparing young people for lots of things, their degrees and their academics, and that's perfect. Mm-hmm. You need knowledge. You need to be prepared. But when you get out into the world of work, what happens? When you start to earn, what happens?
Yeah.
And it begs a question, why can't you earn from now? Now, I heard a very interesting story from a little young man at the GBSS. I didn't take his name. When we did that's one of the places we did an outreach. And he said he did some little work around. I'm trying to remember what work it is that he did. I think he had a bicycle, and anyway, he made the best of what he had from the time he was in primary school. He's a Form 1 student, and he earned some money. What did he do with the money? And you should see his action. His uniforms. He purchased his uniforms.
School uniform.
Worked and saved up his money. So some students, I say that to say, to commend him, his family, and meaning by him I mean all those who are able to do that. But you will have another scenario where a child earns and blows it.
Yeah, blows it.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's no evidence of it at the end of the day, and they're asking the parents. So it's not always a culture in families to save. And so when parents don't instill it, parents, I'm not beating up on you, right? Sometimes parents they don't have that art. They didn't develop it.
Because I mean, our grandparents.
Yes. They knew how to tuck away. They knew how to save for a rainy day.
How to save.
They knew.
You understand?
You understand?
But maybe our parents nowadays are very young.
Who knows? And things changed, and people probably want more at an earlier age. You have to look at all of the factors involved. But the point is, he was able to do this.
Right.
It was a good jump-off point for us to be able to say, because I remember when we were growing up, at Christmas time, the neighbors, whoever needed their Morris chairs at the time, sandon and polished, and their floors, and you do that and get something. So it was, at least your parents didn't have to give you as much to go to town to shop. But the better thing to do was to save a little. Save as much as you can. Save first and then. So it's teaching them skills on saving, the art of saving, reasons for saving, because some young people don't see, especially at that age, save for what? My parents are taking care of me. What do I have to save for at this point? So I was giving them the story of a young man who was able to save from the time he was in the GBSS as well, went over to TAMCC, saved, and went to see his sister off to school, off to UE. That was his money that he had earned.
Wow.
Yeah. So when they can see it among their peers, it makes it more real. And apart from that, we're going to them with financial literacy education. So we do think of the financial literacy as more geared toward an adult audience, but in this case we're going to the children, and we've had some very fruitful outreach sessions in the TAMCC as well. So we've gone to GBSS high secondary schools, let's put it that way. GBSS, Happy Hill, Boca, those I remember, and TAMCC and NULO. Now, TAMCC and NULO, you're sure that the majority of them are preparing for the job market.
Yes.
Others will go off to school, yes, those who can, those who... NULO is a prime example because they're doing more practical stuff and getting into the world of work.
Employment readiness.
Yes, but I met one of them a few years ago who was doing woodwork. And he took it far. He was doing he had his own little shop at home. He had started doing some mending and so on. So while he's working, while he's going to school, he's working and earning. So we've had that, and it's very fruitful. It's amazing to see how these young people soak this in. They didn't think about an account. They didn't think about saving in that way. They may have some money that they tuck away, but nobody said, why don't you open an account?
Nobody prompted them.
Yeah, why don't you? Yeah, and they needed that. So the interaction has been healthy, has been on both sides, and it's good to be able to have dialogue with them and even give them your own experiences or experiences of your peers so that they understand this, and we're not in this alone. I mean, we made mistakes as well. So if for some reason you were earning and you blew it on whatever you blew it on, it's not too late to pull back. So it has been very rewarding. We know this week, and after this week, it's exams. Strange schools are closed. Yeah, because this is intercall week. Before you know it, it's Easter. But
Easter is really early this year, man.
Yes, Easter is early.
Wow.
Easter is the first week in
April.
Second weekend in April, I think. Yeah.
I'm
first
not into
weekend,
kites, so I don't
the
know
4th, 5th, 6th there. Yeah. So kudos to those who have invited us, and let me shout out the team that has been going out, doing a very excellent job. The Ariza team, and to those who want to be on board, drop us a line, send us an email, call us, and we will make it happen for you.
Okay.
We try to be there for you. So that was really excellent. Now, as we talked about Easter, here comes our, what should we call it, Easter Expo?
Yeah.
Yes, so we will have our business people at the front of the Bruce Street location.
That is becoming habitual now.
It's becoming habitual.
Yeah.
Well, we did after Christmas. We said we probably will do it seasonally because the businesses benefited greatly. So even if some people didn't realize as much sales as they hoped for, the point is there was advertising.
Yeah, the exposure.
Yeah. So that kind of exposure was and there's no cost. So that's unmatched. Really, there's no cost to you. Yeah. You could have been home, but you're out there, and people get to know you and know what you have.
You can give out some cards.
And so you can give out some cards, which happened. And you can also make use of our financial services if you so desire, because that is not a prerequisite. It is not that you have to sit with any of our business officers, but we do go out and offer our service if so needed. So what we try to do, though, is gear it toward the season, what people want for that season. So Christmas, you saw fruit cakes and punch of cream and that kind of thing. So Easter, what will we see? We probably see groceries and lots of food. You have buns and cakes and eggs.
Yes. It's eggs. Yeah.
So we'll be back at it.
And Grenada is becoming, it has become a very seasonal state, because right after Easter, people are starting to prepare for Spice Mass.
Yes, because you have the launch soon after. And once it's launched,
that's it.
Then that's it. But because there was a cricket competition in Beirut at the time, and I would know when Carnival is launched.
Okay.
Oh yes, the difference in the volume would tell me. Because during the lunch, it may be done a little, but I mean they hyped it up, so definitely it's the Carnival season. So it's been really, like I say, very fruitful, very rewarding on both sides to be able to interact with these young ones and teach them. I mean, like in this, we went to Form 1 students
and literally taught.
I can see them now simply because I went to one of the outreach programs, and they soaked it in. And they're leaving and they're still asking, but Miss, how I could do this and how I could do that. And you get them into the habit of coming into the credit union to deposit $10, whatever, come in. Start to get familiar with these transactions. Allow yourself that space to come and conduct your transactions and feel responsible.
Some folks might trivialize that course of action that Ariza has taken, but with this level of industrious minds we have coming forth, this is really a good seed to plant.
And we're seeing a lot in the creative arts and all of that. These are things that young children, I know of a young man who is in TAMCC, but he earns by tutoring students for CXC.
Wow. Yeah.
Jay, good morning.
Jay, good morning. Yes.
Yeah.
That's so
you can't beat that.
Yeah.
He's doing two things there. He's passing on his education,
but he's also relearning,
and he's helping himself. And he's earning. So it's to say, you may do something at home. Say, for example, you're experimenting as a young woman. You're probably a young man. You baked a cake, and it was lovely. And you baked a second one, and it was consistently nice. So why not sell? Why not start selling? It's just planting the seed. So you have to plant the seed of entrepreneurship, of saving, of stewardship, lots of seeds.
Responsibility.
Yes, responsibility. Take responsibility for yourselves. So this is what we've been doing. And then, of course, and some of the businesses that we've encountered, there's one business where I know this lady said she was just not happy with a particular product that no matter where she looked, she didn't get what she wanted, so she created it herself. It tasted so good, she now has the business.
Wow.
Yeah, this person is doing seasoning, local seasoning, and seasoning and pepper sauces. And then we have others who did hair products. In fact, I'm using one of the hair products, quite frankly, a local leave-in hair treatment. And she just wanted to put together our local stuff. She knows it exists right here and it works. So she did it. So I'm saying, I used to fiddle around with a crochet hook at some point in my life. I just liked to crochet, but I never sold any of it.
So maybe you should start.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have fun while you're doing it. You're creating and then selling. But I'm saying this to say, I saw another young lady, very young lady, who's doing jewelry.
Local jewelry. She's doing it from rubber bands. It's really neat. Jewelry and little
what you call them, little token items, and
I've seen ladies with nutmeg earrings and stuff.
I have a pair.
Oh wow!
And that was mine is done out of crochet. Mine is a crochet pair. So I'm saying there are little things that people do at home, and we take it for granted. Maybe you saw mommy doing it, and you started to do it. So you may not have to go fighting in the job market. We're clamoring about the job market, but there are little niches
you could create
that you can get into and earn.
You know what is my projection for 2027? 2027 Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
To have my own local ham produced here.
Well, that's in order.
Yeah.
My grandfather and father did hams.
Yeah,
maybe not on a large scale.
I want by that time to have sufficient pigs that I can put out a special spicy ham. Maybe 473
and that's all right. Yes.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah,
so if we can impart that to the young people, give them goals, and we did assist them with setting goals. You know how much you'd like to save by this time, and have them to start thinking.
So maybe I'll come to Arise and see what funding I can get to go and do a quick course in ham production. And
maybe you would.
Yeah. So white man.
It wouldn't be in time for Easter.
No, but definitely.
But just to say, you can look to say to our patrons and those who pass by, our members, and those who have patronized and look forward to patronizing, and those who haven't, to stop by. We're aiming for the 1st of April. That's the Wednesday before Holy Wednesday. That's Holy Thursday. Sorry, that's the week. Holy Week, what we call Holy Week. So the Wednesday, the 1st, that's when we're looking at rolling this out. So God willing, we will see again before that.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'll update you and our listeners and viewers. Yes.
Thank you, Josephine, as always.
Oh, you are most welcome, and thank you to the listeners and viewers.
Have a great day, Ariza. Continue doing what you're doing because the results are evident.
Yes. So we'll continue.
All right. Folks, that's it for Ariza's segment this morning. The conversation with Ariza. We'll be back after these messages. We're talking meteorology when we come back. My friends from the Met Office will be joining me. Today is World Met Day, so we'll be back. Stay with us.
GrenLec Community Partnership Initiative.
I'd like to say a special thank you to GrenLec for the continued support given to us throughout the years. Most recent, our renovation of our kitchen countertops and doors. By this, emphasis is placed on the preparation of delicious and healthy meal for the residents. We thank you.
GrenLec, energizing our community.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
They come from near, they come from far. Once a year, Grenada holds its breath as the best athletes from our secondary schools converge on the Kirani James Athletic Stadium for a special moment in time. Intercall, 90 events, 24 schools, 3 days, 2 champions to be crowned. Intercall 2026, March 17th to the 19th. It's more than just about medals. It's about school pride. It's your legacy on the line. Intercall 2026. Come, be part of history. Join the coverage live on GBN Television, the home of Intercall 2026.
GBN's broadcast of Intercall 2026 is made possible by Answer Coating, Grenville Credit Union, Rise and Shine Supermarket, Grenada Paper Products, GrenLec, the National Training Agency, Banfields, Rush Distributors, Innovair Air Conditioning Units, Flow, Echo Motors, Barry's Engineering, and Grenada Development Bank.
You've arrived in paradise. You felt the rhythm. Now let's make sure you say it right.
My name is Florian. I'm from the beautiful Aida Perla cruise ship. So today, like we Germans say, we are in Grenada. But I heard in English it's called Grenada.
Say it right. Grenada.
Say it right.
Grenada.
That's right. Grenada. There we go. Say it right. It's Grenada. It's not Grenada. It's Grenada. Say it right.
The countdown is on for Grenada's biggest track and field event, Intercall 2026. This Monday on Beyond the Headlines, we go behind the scenes with the people making it all happen. Hear from Carl Andel, President of the Grenada Association of Principals of Secondary Schools and Chair of the Grenada Secondary School Games. Samantha Antoine Purcell, Treasurer of the Grenada Association of Principals of Secondary Schools and the Grenada Secondary School Games Association. Jonel Mitchell, Director of the Games, and ASP Kenneth Bascom of the Royal Grenada Police Force. They reveal how planning, logistics, and security are shaping the battle for school supremacy. Don't miss this exclusive look at the work behind the games. Beyond the Headlines, Intercall 2026, this Monday at 8:30 p.m. only on GBN.
Welcome back to the second leg of the conversation. As I told you, I've got my dear friends from the Meteorological Office. To my right is my dear friend Cassia Johnson, I call her Cassie, and Mr. Andre Charles to her right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
I almost told you welcome to the hot seat, but you always with me here, so, not necessarily in the studio, but we're no strangers. Yeah. And we're here to talk about World Meteorology Day, which is sometime next week, and also another initiative that you have with the schools, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so how are we doing this?
All right. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Andre Charles. I'm the Assistant Manager of Meteorology at the Grenada Port Authority, Met Office. So today we're here to promote World Med Day and the activities that we have coming leading up to World Med Day. Okay. World Med Day is celebrated on the 23rd of March. Every year.
Okay. Yeah. And not just Grenada?
Not just Grenada. No, international. Worldwide. Okay. Yeah. And this year theme is Observing Today, Protecting Tomorrow. And to kick off things, we're having a school competition among the primary school. The grade 5 students, we're asking them to participate in what we call instrument model competition. Mm-hmm. Right? So what we envision for this is that the primary schools of Grenada, we've collaborated with the Ministry of Education, and they would have sent out the invitation for the schools who are interested in participating to do so last week. The process is that you register. We have the barcode, you have the app which you register. If not working for you, can call the Met Office 444-4142 to also get registered there. Mm-hmm. The whole idea is that the schools participate in what we call instruments. So the main instrument that each school has to make is a rain gauge.
Okay.
Right.
That's to measure the rain.
Measure the rainfall.
Yes. Okay.
Right. And then there are several other instruments that you can choose one from. So we have the thermometer, we have the anemometer, we have a wind vane, we have the windsock, evaporation pan, a barometer, or a Stevenson screen. So the first item you have to create and display is the rain gauge, and you can pick any one of those other instruments. So the idea is that all schools submit their interests and submit their proposal to the Met Office on World Med Day.
Oh, okay.
All right. So what we will do on World Med Day now, we get all the schools sent in, but in order to send in a process, you have to give a video recording. So you build an instrument, you do a recording, explaining what you built, the process in which you came up with your team, your idea, the procedure in which you went through, you explain how it works, and you submit that to the Met Office. You can do it through our WhatsApp. I think the same app that the school send out will also give you how you submit your proposal.
Okay.
The judging panel at the Met Office, shortlisted, we have Mr. Swain Cummins, at really Mr. Hubert White, and the manager, Mr. Gerald Timmer, who would look at all the submissions, and then they will shortlist 10 instruments that succeed to make it forward.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay. And then on Friday the 27th, we will bring all the schools together at the Met Office, and the 10 instruments, we'll have them on display for final judging. All right. So, and then we will award the prizes to the top 3 based on how much we were able to get. And we might squeeze along to push it to 4 prizes. But
what are prizes?
Well, we're kind of ambitious.
Las Vegas.
Oh my God!
I would. The airport.
Well, if that's one, then I'm there. I'm back to 5 years now. But we're looking at things that the school can utilize.
Yeah.
Now, we see that schools normally have outdoor activities, so if we can get a portable speaker box with a mic, we're looking at maybe a projector that the schools could use, or a TV that can use in a common room for students.
Right.
So it thinks
school-friendly.
School-friendly.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
School-friendly.
Especially in this environment that the schools are now, everything is technical and technological.
Definitely.
And so forth. Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. Right.
So it's a bit ambitious. But we're hoping that the sponsors can pull through. So if there's anyone listening and would like to sponsor any of those instruments, we will be happy. We welcome it.
But I must commend the Met Office on that initiative, in getting the school children involved in something like that, because eventually you all would move on to bigger fields and greener pastures out there. I mean, I see Cassie going to the World Met Office and stuff like that, and so forth. So you're prepping youthful minds to come into the fore, and that's a good thing.
Yeah. And as I say that, though, you see, meteorology is a young science. As much as it's been around, there's 75 years compared to other sciences. So there are many areas that can be explored, and all you get persons interested. You're not just confined to a Met Office. You can move on to atmospheric science. There are many other applications of meteorology that persons can be involved in. So don't just think that it's just come in and work at the Met Office. You can branch off and be anywhere.
What are the prerequisites for being involved in meteorology?
Well,
like subject areas?
Okay. Yes. So
geography. I know geography is one.
Well, I'll let Ms. Johnson take up.
Leave it to the pro now.
I mean, a lot of people think geography. Geography is a help, but it's not the main thing.
Okay.
We really need math and physics. That's key subject areas.
Okay.
And as the world is developing now, information technology, programming. That's a big plus.
Okay. So in my day in school, when one of a former worker down there, Mr. Noel, what was his right name again? Something Noel.
George
Noel. Yeah, he taught me jog in McDonald College.
Okay.
And I was thinking, so he was a jog teacher, and he will end up in Met Office. So that means geography is the main thing. Also, it's mostly. I mean, jog is a complement.
Yes.
But mathematics, physics, IT, and physics.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's where we ensure that persons understand.
Yes.
Understand it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now let's get to Met. Okay.
Yeah. Just to wrap up on the competition. Now the judging criteria for the instrument making competition. Now we're looking at likeness to the real instrument. You will get 5 points. Knowledge and background information, 10 points. Presentation display, 10 points. creativity 10 points, demonstrations 15 points, giving a total of 50 points.
Okay.
And the person who is successful, their prize is in effect.
Okay, well, I mean, with that, I know the teachers are now anxiously working with their students to create that and that is the exciting part as a teacher.
Yes.
Standing there and guiding your students to that, and especially in a competitive arena, makes a whole lot of sense. I like that. I could see the teachers in the primary schools getting at it right away.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then most primary schools have in their curriculum instruments and meteorology, and so because they normally come to the Met Office to visit, we show them the instruments we use and how we do observations and so on. So this is right up their alley. So we thought it's best to do it as it falls in line with the theme, observing today, protecting tomorrow.
I remember in McDonald College, I am seeing it now, us taking a bus trip and visiting the Met Office and Hubert White at the time going through it's very interesting.
Was the office located at Point Selene or at Paul still?
No, Point Selene.
Point Selene.
Yeah,
okay.
Innocent is not that old.
I am. I mean, I'm in my sunset years, but that doesn't mean I don't have young thoughts. It's I like this. I also like. I mean, maybe in my next coming, I'll get into that field because I sort of like it. I like that and the interaction with aviation.
Okay. Right.
I like that. I'm a plane fanatic.
Okay.
I would go and park up by the airstrip and watch the planes because I started studying it to an extent.
Okay.
So looking and saying, I'm saying, okay, that is what the pilot is doing now. He's doing his pre-checks and But that's not what we're here for now. We're here to talk meteorology. World Meteorological Days next week.
Yes.
So how are we looking weather-wise for? I know we were expecting a drought, but we're getting a lot of rain now. What's happening atmospherically?
Well, you see, expectation is one, reality is the other. And while we had the drought warning out to the public, it was more geared to for the season because we don't want what happened last year to happen to us again this year. And the projection is that the expectation is for the latter part of the season. So we're still pretty in the middle of it. So by coming down to the end of the dry season is where we expect that things to be more intense. But as we all see now, the rainfall is coming. We're happy for that. As we all know, the atmosphere is dynamic, and we depend on model and projections based on historical data. And if in a case where now we're seeing the rain is falling, it means hopefully things are changing in the right direction for us. And it may not be as intense as we expect it to be, but we still have to be prepared for the possibility that it could be a short and intense one if we do have.
Yeah. I was telling I can't remember where I was, but I was telling somebody that this is an area in which Papa God does prove he's Papa God.
Yeah.
He sit down and I could see him folding his arm on his golden throne and saying, who are you all to say what my weather pattern is going to be like? Are you preparing for a drought? Take rain.
Well, I see that right. It had a moment in time where me being at the desk forecasting, and every day I come, it's like, okay, I have it, man, on point.
Yeah.
And then one day it just boom, hit me. I just sit back and I say, all right, do your thing, boss.
Yeah. But we also learned in geography that the weatherman is never ever wrong.
I agree with you on that one.
No, it's never wrong.
We're never wrong.
No, because it's not an exact science.
Yes, it's true.
And at the same time, for Grenada, it's very small. So while we may have gone for extreme conditions, mainland is not getting anything. But let's take a boat ride just 1 minute off the coast.
Yeah.
And the amount of rain you would encounter if we had gotten that on land, we would have been flooded out the entire island. So sometimes we have to appreciate and thank God for those small blessings.
Yeah. But people, a lot of folks, as the the gentleman up north, Mr. Trump, says climate change is a hoax. But from a meteorological standpoint, how is climate change really affecting us, Grenada, and the region?
I just want to take a swing on that
Same
one.
as the droughts.
Yeah.
Maybe a lot of years gone by, drought was not a factor. But now, year after year, a lot of countries in the Caribbean are experiencing drought. They get fires because of the dry season and so on. So it is happening.
Climate change is real.
And if you speak to older heads, they would tell you, when I was a little boy, when I was a little girl, this is how things were. But now, it's not the same.
Because even in my time, I remember going to McDonald College. There were days when we cannot go because the place is flooded. Buses can't go. But now we don't see that anymore. We seldom see that. We get flooded once in a blue moon.
Well, and then also with those climatological effects and so on, the policies and so on would have changed. You change how you do the roads, you change how you build buildings and so on. So that's how meteorology goes in line with disaster management and mitigation and so on, so that you can develop and change how things are done so that the effects of the climate and weather would not affect you so harshly.
Okay. A quick question. Is there a specific reason why the Innocent, kindly tell Cassia Johnson good morning for me, please. That's from Sylvina Charles.
Good morning.
Okay. All right. Is there a specific reason why you have the Met Office at the airport?
Let me say that. Okay, so initially, the Met Office functions twofold. We do services for the nation and also for aviation. So in the initial phases, the most ideal place to put it as the airport, given that our direct purpose for aviation.
Okay.
And over time, we are now, because we started off just as an observation station, and as we grow and develop, then we move on to forecasting, providing more service to the public, and now we are fully integrated into the public face. So the initial purpose was really aviation, with public interest, but now the public interest is becoming more and more as we continue to develop. So I would say that we are becoming big. Sometimes becoming big is good, so it means therefore it's time for us to branch off and I'm making a call. Hopefully those who need to hear it will hear it, that it's time for the Met become a statutory body in its own, because that's how it's supposed to be. A national Met and hydrological department, where the director of the department has a membership in World Met Organization. So we are pushing and moving into that direction. So we have since made application to become a member of WMO. And hopefully, I think based on all conversations, payment should have been made for membership. And soon that membership would be fully integrated. And so we begin in the process of becoming more of a national service.
Right. You're growing.
We're growing.
Yeah, you're growing. Yeah. And that's good. It's important because Grenada is no longer that little daughter. We're big.
We're recognized.
We're big, and not necessarily in physical size and space, but we're big. A lot of big things are happening, so it's important. So, as it relates to World Met Day next week, what are the activities that we have this school initiative. What else?
Well, for people like you that has always been interested in meteorology and wanting to know about the Met Office, what we do, we are having an open house. We have 3 days that we're inviting the general public to register and to come down to the office to see what we do, get first-hand knowledge and information of what we do at the Met Office, how we do our observations, how we create the forecast, and so on. So you can come down. We have the registration up on the screen that you can see.
But that doesn't apply to me. I have the ability to just knock the door and say, "Hey, Innocent here."
So that's how it is.
In case you all didn't know, Trisha told me I can do it.
Okay, well, that's between you and Trisha. Okay. We'll leave that to y'all. So the days we have are the 25th of March. That's next week Wednesday. Next week Friday. That's the 27th. You can come in from at 9 a.m. We have different time slots, 9 a.m., 11 a.m., and 2 p.m. And we also have on Saturday, for the persons that are working during the week and can't come during the week, Saturday we have 9 and 11 a.m. You can register using the barcode, or if you cannot get it online on TV, you can go to our social media platform, that is Spice Weather 473. We also have a WhatsApp channel, Grenada Meteorological Service. It's there on the channel, it's there on our social media. So you can register, click the link, register to come, and our office is not so large, so we can only accommodate 20 persons at a time.
Okay.
So first 20 to register, and the date and time, we can have you there. You can also put an alternate date and time, and we will call you to let you know which date and time
are available.
You can come. Yes.
Okay. All right. I like that part, exposing the public, letting the public know what's really happening in there.
Yes.
Because people do look out for the weather.
Yes, true.
There are times when we have little discrepancies with connectivity and so forth, and folks would call and say it was too low. You understand? People do take time and listen to the weather. So
true.
Well, I want to wish you all the best coming with your statutorization and so forth. And I look forward to that. And I must commend you all for the growth as it relates to interacting with the public and getting out of just this observatory mode and moving into, the youthfulness that I'm seeing there now, because you all are teenagers,
very young staff.
and it's blended because there's the experience of Jerry and so forth. But keep on doing what you all doing, and I 5 years from now, I don't want to see you all here. I want to when I'm speaking with you all, I want you to be calling me from other parts of the world.
Fair enough.
Dominating, of course. I'm really impressed with you all.
Thank you.
I was just told that they were there before, but Nicole Jones and Bondi Cyrus and so forth, they're holding on. They're holding on and sharing the information. So keep on doing what you are doing.
Definitely. Thank you. Thank you.
All the best.
Just one more thing. If you want to come to visit the Met Office, please come at least 30 minutes before and bring a valid picture ID, because you'd have to get a pass from security and you go through security checkpoints and so on. So keep that in mind.
You go prepared as though you're traveling.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to go through the security.
Without the luggage.
Yeah, without the luggage. All right, that's a light travel.
Yes.
Cassie and Andre, thank you for sharing your time with us this morning. We really do appreciate it, and I wish you all could come back next week when it's actually the day.
All right.
Yeah? Let's see how that happens.
All
right, so folks, that's it for the conversation this morning. I've been speaking with Andre Charles and Cassia Johnson from the Met Office, telling us about World Met Day, which comes up next week. What day next week?
Monday,
next Monday, the 23rd. All right, so that's it. Have a good one. The BBC is up next.